And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check, and let me make sure the audio is working as intended. It says we're live. Yep, that's working. Good, good. Now let's see if it actually shows to you fine folks. If it does, and we're in business, and we can get started. Do I detect war crimes, says Oros. So, how, by the way, so have you been feeling lately? I've been actually feeling pretty decent. Well, I have had a bit of a writer's block. So, I have, which is probably what, for a start, there hasn't been too much news to talk about, which is fine. I'll just do gaming videos and stuff in the meantime. Why not? And, yeah, that's basically been the way to try to get around the writer's block a little bit. So, otherwise, I can see that. Yeah, I know. Sorry, but it'll pass. It typically does anyways. So, yeah. And I know one of the days I tried doing some gameplay footage, and the video footage didn't really work, so I had to actually improvise with 5 minutes to spare, basically. So, your device needs restart to install updates. Yes, I see that, and I will be doing that later. In the meantime, let's do some Brigador killers. So, this is the demo, and it's still a work in progress game anyways. So, you'll see some very obvious placeholders as we go through this, but there's the campaigns, the obstacle 1 here, which I probably should I can reset that campaign progress if I really want. Let's see. But let's not spoil the story for you guys. Oh, we actually have more missions here. Okay, well, we can do this and replay this. So this is how the campaign started with this thing. Now this starts up.
No bread is earning. The people killed for profit. Take what they took from you.
Alright. And yeah, we do have plenty of... we'll just destroy this. So this vehicle here is kind of unique. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else on the game so far, but... Is there any other objectives we need to destroy? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's this thing.
One also bears witness.
Alright, and that starts the actual campaign. There we go. Godzilla has nothing on ball. I like the little detail of how you can see people running in panic. Yep. Placeholder Nuke City Center JPEG not found. This guy's back there look like Batu from Ghost in the Shell, but with extended Google eyes. Poshlock ball -1. Indeed. Alright. Then we'll start this is basically a bunch of tutorial missions here, but we'll do them. I have to kill this guy. We do have a shotgun for this, so all we have to do is gun him down as he is walking out. There he is. Hello. And then these guys are guards, but we can just do this. They got out of the car, and so we just run away. Mission complete. Tutorial missions in Brigador amount to how many people can I make you kill and call it training? Yeah. Well, these are so they actually switched it up a little bit as far as the formula, but you'll see. The on-foot stuff is already a massive change, considering it used to be vehicle exclusive. Good thing my insurance covers active ball. Looks like a sea mine destroying a city center. Some old school graphics, by the way. I love it. Yeah, but they have that. It's the art style that really makes it. Reminds me a lot of. Reminds me a lot of Tiberian Sun in a good way. So I love Tiberian Sun's art style and the color palette that they use. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy. This is a sniper mission, so... we have to pick up the sniper rifle first, and that'll be over here. Reload it. Steady with a wind up on each shot. Better crouch, focus, and hold the trigger down. Now to make the phone call and draw him out. Okay. Pick a buffoon. Because there's a dead Brigador on the other side of this line. Alright. And just like that, he is dead. We're back. Need to feed the cats before... okay. Warhammer has been announced. Any interest? Ah. Mechanicus 2? Yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes. I like the original one for what it was. Has the goggle eyes guy I was talking about earlier. Headshot. So next mission is going to be another assassinate. These first few missions are assassination missions, but once we get through these and just the story, we can then get into the real meat and... well, show this. She traded our home for a cure. Let's finish the job nature couldn't. Subject has reinforced her estate with a top-of-the-line panic room. It's not practical to get through, so we'll bring the whole thing down at once. We've rigged a van with a timer, as much explosives as it can hold. Deliver the package to your house and get far away. Handle with care. Okay. Try not to hit stuff because this van is packed with explosives. That car really wanted to try to crash into me. I don't get it. Alright. And they're dead. Now we just have to find our exit. I'll just go around through here to do it. You do have stamina in this mission, so you have to... or in these... here. Until we get to... oh, shit. Okay, well... mine! Alright. There we go. Is this based on Cyberpunk, or is it... this is not based on Cyberpunk itself. I mean, it is got a Cyberpunk aesthetic, but it is its own unique setting. They even have audiobooks and stuff, too. So... earlier, you are paid to be invisible. What are you babbling about, man? I'm doing this for revenge. Van of Peace? Yeah, pretty much. Let's see what we've got here. It's quick to act and making his move to get off-world. We'll make sure he never sees the stars again. Subject and bodyguards are in a convoy of sedans outbound from city centers. They won't stop for anything, so catch them en route. We've concealed an improvised turret. It won't move anywhere anymore, so wait for the target to come to you. Neat. A spacer, huh? Looks like they stumbled onto my gear. Bad luck for them. Yep, that's gonna be a bad luck day. We already have a silent SMG here to get these guys killed with. We're now in the turret. Now all I have to do is wait for them. Oh, did the game just crash? Yes, it did. Okay. It's still a demo and it's still work in progress, so you know. Let me just check something real quick. We're at it. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. So I'll do that mission again, and we will kill the guy all over again. And then we'll... I haven't tried the other mission I showed there, so we'll try that too. I don't think I tried that, this Barclaw Estate mission. So we'll try that again. Let's see how that goes. No, you fired too many bullets. I'm using the turret. Okay, these guys had a pretty crappy SMGs, so that's that. Let's try this again. Just set that on fire and watch that blow the entire sector there to bits. Oh shit. Okay, anyone else? Yes. Okay, it looks like they're dead. Oh, he was still alive. Now, since I'm wearing this power armor, this basically wrecks the dudes that are with the melee attacks. You could probably guess. Boom. Insta-killed. So yeah, very effective. And it also is very durable. Never enough DACA. Do you speak burp? Yeah, and this feature is to stop it from overheating, the gun or the game. Yes. Alright, let's try this last mission here. Brought one of the last public parks in the old cannery district and turned it into his private playground. A cute little estate swarming with Nospole dicks loaned out by the district commander. Barclaw's not home tonight, and we're after something better. His address, with all the pieces of ship Brigadors he has on his show. We've got friendlies in the refugee camp adjacent to the park. We're ready to rifle through Barclaw's papers while the rest of the camp's inhabitants redistribute his possessions. Breach the wall and keep law enforcement occupied. Squash as many cops as you please, but make sure to take out armored cars. And try not to shoot too many yellow raincoats while you're at it. Because we like you. You've got a choice of 3 vehicles for this mission. Mount up in the staging area and go to town. So yeah, it's going to give us 3 different vehicles to play with. A helmet, or is it just the profile? So, this character is... So the suits do come equipped with helmets, but it is a profile pic there. We're ready. Make them really pay. This armor suit, though, is much thinner than the other ones, as you can probably tell. The kind of midweight armored vehicles we expect the cops to have in this deployment doesn't have the Becca Stop P, but it is Nemo and can shoot over cover, and I'm going to go for that. Midpoint between a man and a mech, not as big or scary as a real armored vehicle, but a lot handier in close quarters with enough firepower to make the heavy vehicles afraid. And lastly, a tank. So, but it's a light tank. It's only light for a tank. This thing is still over 10,000 kilos of steel at highway speeds and can pack enough of a payload to take down anything. Alright, we will go with... what are these? Yep. And that thing there's got shields. That's what those little orbs there are. We can get... Now we can start the mission. Am I much destruction? Yeah, a little bit, but we're now getting the first real vehicle combat, so see, what am I even equipped with? The bone saw, a classic, and then the blue tongue. Which is a new weapon, I think, but it looks like it's an autocannon of some sort. But the bone saw is an 8mm. I think it's based on the MG42 in the game's lore, so. The armored cars can get killed by the bone saw, and indeed by any vehicle, or any weapons can technically kill the armored cars, but really, you should only really bother with trying to use heavier stuff. A lot of the stuff we're going to be doing today is infantry combat, though, because we've got a lot more to do for this game. Okay, we even have shields. Oh, hello. Now, the enemies aren't really dropping shields like in the original Brigador. So whenever you killed enemies, they would almost always drop shields for you to pick up. An easy way for you to reclaim health. I'm going to reload, and we're going to go again. Hit him from the rear, so that did a lot of damage. The PBI is not doing very good. Got another one. Looks like another armored car. It is. Mission complete. And that is that completed. Turn to menu. So yeah, that was the demo campaign here. As you can probably tell, a lot of fun, but short. But the meat of this game is actually in here. So to show you what I'm talking about, So first I should mention that this area it's not really permadeath, but you lose shit that you don't you lose shit that you take out. If you get killed on a mission, you lose the shit that you carried. So you have to be careful about that. So I'm going to go as light as I can with these missions. I'm going to start with the early basic suit that you start with for the first few missions until about here. Well, actually, I'll swap out here. Oh, no, we're actually doing this mission first. So the early missions are obviously the easier ones, and this one's incredibly easy. In fact, you can immediately exit if you want to. It is salvage, because you actually have you actually get to keep the weapon stuff you find. It pays to actually go on these salvage missions and find more loot that way. Easy enough. We even found ourselves a beanbag launching grenade launcher, or beanbag grenade launcher, basically, so that's something. So this thing doesn't have any ammo, but this Colt 45 does, so we'll be using that. And so far, the game, when it comes to the infantry stuff, has so many weapons. I keep finding new weapons, even though I've played... we'll deal with this guy right here. He was not a very good shot. Oh, and we didn't even kill him. You can actually cause them to start bleeding if they lose enough health, and if they do that, they either need to heal up. Just drop all these in our weapon sling. Potato chips do heal us for 1 point, and we did get hit there, so we can technically heal up now. This guy might actually be bleeding out. He is. So he'll be dead. Yep, he bled to death. Credits are useful because there is a mission that's basically a merchant shop that you have to go, that you can go to if you want, but it is dangerous to get back from there, so you have to. So that's the challenge of that mission. It's a 22 caliber SMG. Let's see what that's going to be like. We have parts. Now all we need is a vehicle, which we can find them here. I don't know what this 22 cap SMG is going to be like, but we can try it. This gives you a full view of the map here, and we could see a few vehicles there. Looks very fun. Looks like a cool game. It is. How are these trees coming down so easily? They're mostly plastic, like our targets. Okay, it looks like there's an opening here. Yes. Oh, this dude's got a shotgun. This is not a... This is not an SMG. This is more of a carbine. Okay. Well, I'll use 357. There we are. He's bleeding. He's gonna be dead. I'll equip the shotgun. If I find another SMG, I'll equip that to another slot there. Okay, we have a storage crate there that's empty. And we have a vehicle to carry it in, a cop car. And it has ammo and more guns for us. Ooh. Yeah, if it really comes down to it, you can always melee kill them to death, so. I think we've explored enough of this area. What do you guys think? There is that one crate with the parts, which I might as well get. It's right here. And then there's a little bit of loot here I missed, so. There's always more loot to find in any case. So yeah, easy peasy. Ooh, even another one. Neat. I'd say we're in business to go ahead and leave. Now, when you scrap these vehicles, you do get loot. It'll basically auto-scrap vehicles that you don't put in one of these slots here. You might be able to expand that in the game once it gets to it, but for right now. That's our haul for today on that. found some good ammo there. The low cell stuff in particular. Fuels you could probably make as explosives or something, so it's nice to have. And we have the car there. Alright, so now another salvage mission, low difficulty instead of very low, so we're high, loot the useful gear and escape. I'll probably just run through the missions here, easy peasy, and we'll go through that. There are some missions that have boss battles when you get the new suits. Actually, I think for the next mission, I'll swap out and use a different suit. I don't know if it'll be a better one, but... Okay. It looks like we can enter in through here. There are dudes here with guns, which we will have to, at this point, melee. Ooh, except no. Bunch of ammo there. Okay, that guy is shooting something more potent and a bit more concerning. Run! Okay. Okay, okay. Equip this. No, no, no. Equip. This is going bad. Time to fall back again. Alright, I do have ammo and I do have a weapon. So I can actually... There we are. Okay, I barely survived that, but I did survive that, is the key takeaway there. Now these guys are going to be really screwed, because I have a 5.56. There we are. We just survived it through the skin of our teeth, but it still counts. The good news is the game does supply us with free med kits, so don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, a shotgun. And that guy's got an Oberez, and that guy's got an Oberez. Yoink. Now, where's the shotgunner? There he is. So, as you can probably guess, the Oberez is a... Shit, another one. Is inaccurate. The Oberez is inaccurate, but it is, at the end of the day, firing 8 mils, so it is potent. Now, we can get some ammo. What kind of ammo do I want? These. And I'll go with this for now. Say that's a pretty good haul. Future has RPG healing when you eat food. Why? Because nanomachines, son. Brigador has or approach in that one too. Not only DACA, but mechanics are now added to the pile. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, there's another dude there. I'm going to use the SMG since the 5.56 is more valuable ammo anyways, so... Or I could probably get a melee kill on this guy. It's a good thing I killed him when I did. He had a big shotgun. That's a 6 gauge, so... I think that's actually based on an actual Soviet 4 gauge shotgun that they basically had a bunch of... I remember a story, they basically had a bunch of surplus reject 23 mil cannon barrels that weren't good enough, that didn't have the sufficient barrel pressure to handle the 23 mil cannons, obviously, but if you fired shotguns out of them, shotguns require much less pressure for the barrel, so they went with that and turned them into shotguns. massive 4-gauge shotguns. And yeah, the game does actually have actual 4-gauge choices here, but the Rhino appears, at least from what I can tell, to be based off of that. So let's try this rig here. I'll do this one here. I'm not going to be using it that much. I haven't really tried using it much at all. The big advantage of this one, aside from the shields, is view distance, as well as the ability to hold a 31 weight weapon for the main, which means that you can equip stuff like the Black Hand. I got a shotgun, woman. Even in the grim darkness of Nobis, we will still use 20th century caliber, lol. Yes, M2 Browning is also still in service. Yes, in fact, there's a special variant that you can manhandle in this game. The Cut 50, which is a cut down 50 cal M2. Someone sawed down an M2 to make this thing, to make it man portable in the game. It is too heavy for the armored car there I've got to mount it, but for infantry work, it can barely be held by this suit and some of the other suits, so. So since this is a suit that is going to require a lot of fighting from a distance, let's see what we've got at our disposal here and what we'll probably need. Shoreline. Okay. I have an idea of what I'll need, and that is going to be a sniper rifle of some sort. So I've got a good number of these anyways. I can put one in here. And I know the enemies are going to be carrying these, and this is 8 mil, so yeah, we'll just add some 8 mil. That should be plenty for this mission. And I think this thing also has a longer view range than other suits of this type, so that's another big advantage. So we'll do Shoreline. I don't know if we can actually heal with this suit. We can heal, but I know, for example, the cinder block here we won't be able to, so we'll have to be careful with how we use that. So yeah, I've never used this suit before. We'll see how it goes. But this is supposed to be, in the lore, a spacer outfit. And it looks like this guy has got a Delisle. I missed. We'll melee him to death. Which killed him somehow. Okay. So I've got the Delisle. And yeah, that's supposed to be the Delisle from World War II, for those who are keeping track. Doesn't look like he actually hit me. Now this SMG here is really useful. It's got 34 rounds, and it is a beast of an SMG. I think the cinder block can also cause the ammo capacity to increase, since it's kind of a midway point between a vehicle and on foot in the game. Well, I shot that. Hit. Okay, I want to avoid... Ooh. Okay, I'll kill this guy up close, then. He did hit me once, but it doesn't really matter when I manage to do that. Pick up these SMGs whenever you get the chance, because they are great. That fire rate, the ability to just stun enemies, and the reasonable ammo capacity. They're a winner. Sawing off him too, holy shit, yes! I love to serve. Thank you for that. Alright, let's continue. Now the sawn down M2 is inaccurate as hell. Surprise, surprise. There's a car over there I could use to transport that, and I could also use it to potentially break through the fence here and get to this. First, I'm going to get to this briefcase, though. I'm going to load up that car with that that crate there and probably continue using it. Okay, so that's just a wheel and potato chips. Neat. I don't know why this twin stick shooter RPG genre kind of dead back then. Me and my friend used to play Alien shooters series on our PC. Not until Synthetic I played another twin stick. I mean, way back in the day with games like the old Strike series, I would say they're in a lot of ways precursors to twin sticks as we know them. You could kind of also argue that games like Heavy Barrel are similar. Hey, he hit my shield. I missed with that. That didn't miss that time, though. Okay, time to fall back. Let them come out to me, and ooh, I can maybe even line up a few with these. Oop. Alright, that's 3 more dudes dead. They're not dropping any shields, which is unfortunate. But I am getting so much ammo from them and weapons that I should be good. This dude, alright, we're good there. More ammo from this dude, and another gun. I think we're in business to go ahead and continue driving our way through. But yeah, this is just a simple assassination mission. We drive up there, or closer, kill the guy, head back, and we're golden. Ooh, another dude here, and I can probably just kill him with the SMG. And it's a good thing I killed him as quick as I did, because he did have another one of those rifles. Okay, you get... Ah, I missed. Alright. These guys got the same treatment, so let's continue. Let's see what we got here. Another... Ooh. Let's see, can I pick this guy off? Yes. Alright, he's dead. Any more of them to worry about? Yes, a few more, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll see what kind of ammo I can find and weapons. Ooh, so that's good to carry once I get to it. And they're dead. Remember, if we get killed on a mission, we lose the shit, so it kind of pays to actually stock up in advance. Especially if it's really good weaponry like this. So we got a couple more crates here. And a decent AR there. More parts. Well, here's the plan. I'll take the AR out of this. And we will just simply take the whole lot. We've got 2 more spots open in our little car, so we'll just put these 2 crates there in. We'll be in business. And we even have storage. So there's different... So crates get their own special storage slot for the vehicles, and it is specific. But you can also carry the guns and whatnot straight into the vehicle itself. They're just lying around on the floorboard or whatever, I guess. So yeah, we're now loaded with weapons. Got a shit ton of ammo. And a decent amount of parts and the crates if we want to keep the crates, but not really. The crates are kind of seen as wet vehicles. Oh, actually. The crates are actually seen as vehicles in their own right, or basically, as far as the game's coding is concerned. So we don't want to actually store those for the immediate time. Because I've already got my vehicle slots full, and it's not great. I could definitely build some better vehicles, but it'll definitely do the job for what I've got. And yeah, you do lose the vehicles if you die on a mission, so kind of valuable there too. Some engines, parts, hard points, and we're good there. So what's the next mission? Dealership. And this is where I'm going to be switching to the suit I will be maining. Actually, not quite. I'll be switching to the cinder block rig. So I'll use this maybe 1 or 2 missions. It's a fun thing, but it's got its own quirks like everything in this game, so... Crate equals vehicle, thus mimic equals mech pilot. Okay, we instantly broke through that. Now this thing only has 1 weapon slot, but you can fit a 30 weight weapon onto it, so... And when you have the speed and melee capabilities of this bad boy, you can pick and choose your fights fairly easily. You cannot, however, enter vehicles with this thing, so that is one of the downsides of using it. It actually has it as a weapon mount above your head, is how it works. So we have to just lower the health of these dealership cars to half. We can actually one-hit these things with our suit's melee. Neat. Alright, easy enough. We'll just keep doing that, and we will get this. This is a fun suit to use, but... Careful of the explosions, they can hurt and kill you. Alright. And you cannot heal also in this form, so there are a lot of downsides to using it. Oh, that's a 20, or that's a 50 cal he's using. Yoink. Yes, I will equip the 50 cal sniper rifle. Is there anyone that needs to die right now? Let's find out. This thing should... Yep. Blew up that gas station pretty substantially. Oof. So it looks like we're clear to call this mission. This was a simple but fun one. Playground of destruction in space. Yep. Is it us, or is the game bugging out a bit? Looks like the screen is trembling. I don't know. It could be a bug with the stream, but I'm having no issues with it being like that at all. So let's see what the next mission is going to give us. Might as well get another medical kit. And what's the next mission? Salvage. Okay, this will actually use the cinder block again for, because why not? So we'll go in, find out what's in the area, and we'll be good to go. Now, items like the medical kits, for example, that are dropped. This guy's got something. Oh, they knocked me down. Okay. Yeah, they're managing to knock me down. That ain't good. Now we're in business. More parts. Could pick that up. Yep, I'll pick that up as well. Beanbag rounds, and a decent amount of them at that. See what we've got here. More parts. I'll actually try out the beanbag launcher and see how it works. I'm assuming it's a less lethal, but less lethal does not mean non-lethal. And beside that, no Perez and the breaker's wheel. This thing is kind of a weird one here. It's basically a how to breach areas sort of thing using ammo to do it. I mean, I can show it off, but it's a point-and-blank weapon, very much. So it's kind of a... These things are single-use shotguns, more or less, here. So the stapler, basically a stapler that's been converted into a pistol in the game. So sawing off. This gun's kind of rare. I'm taking it. I mean, I've got it anyway, so... let's see how this beanbagger works. Knocked him down. Makes him easy to kill. I mean, it's an interesting combo combining it with melees. Ooh. Ooh! Yoink. Alright. I'll come back for that, but yeah, that is some really good loot there. Okay, let's see. Pistol. We'll go with the SMG. I think it even gives us more ammo as well using this suit than we would normally have. I think the magazine sizes are normally only 20 or 40 on this. Alright. You mean I already filled out my capacity on this? Holy hell. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the heaviest thing I've got just to make more room. There we are. And we'll place that there. Okay, I need to make room. Let's see, how can I make room? See what this thing has on it so far that I can drop. I've got a ton of these. I can drop one, surely, and that'll give us 10. This gun is pretty crappy anyways, because it is just... And I've got a few of those anyways. Now, this thing, we'll use it, just for the sake of it, and put it in there. How much more space do I need? Okay, we can store it inside that way. Neat. If I had some ammo, I could show off this gun, but yeah, it basically is just a point-blank range. Ooh, oops. Alright, let's see what this one... Ooh! Oh god, alloy rods? Yes. Caseless. 12mm railgun alternative. Alright, so I think we're at a good stopping point. There is some really good loot here. Some vehicle grade loot here as well. Vehicle weapons sort of loot, so... That's definitely some keepers in there. Okay, and time to go ahead and just leave it. Oh, there's another dude here. And there's more loot here. Parts. Still useful. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Another crate. Let's see what this one has. God, there's so many good weapons here. Okay. What do I want to drop? We'll drop that, and does that give me enough space? It does. If I drop that. 5 more. I can drop these... Drop the Oberez at one of these, and that'll give me enough for that. So I'll have another AR in the equipment. All I have to do is make it back with this, and holy hell do I have some good loot. Forklift here. These are really useful. You can basically, if you pick one of those up, you can drive it around and actually use it too. He's got a beanbag. Okay, he has an AR of some sort. I'm falling back. How far is the exit? Well, it's nowhere around there, but I can go around to get to it, so I'll just do that. There's a lot of really good loot in this level. Holy hell, did we hit jackpot today. Alright. No trailers, only them out. So the alloy rods are really useful because I already have a gun that takes alloy rods. I just never had any ammo for it. So there we go. Spoiled for choice. Ace must bring the best guns. Was it ever not active? Work on this game. I haven't seen any trailers for. I have not worked on this game. New. Mother ducking Bryn. No, that's not a Bryn. So what that is, the gun that I found, it's not actually a Bryn. If you look, it's actually supposed to be a Madsen. If you look up close, you can actually see the features of it that show that it's actually a Madsen, which is a pre-World War I LMG. So I think the Madsen was out in 1902. But I can see why you think it's a Bryn, but I'm pretty sure that's a Madsen. And as you can tell, we've got plenty of placeholder weapon or placeholder icons for weapons anyways, like the big slug, which is a grenade launcher of some description. Yeah. See what the next mission is. Wilderness. So this is the one where I'm going to start equipping. This is the rig that you get from getting Wilderness completed, and it's a tough mission anyways without it. With it, it's actually not that bad. So we'll go... Oh, I should also probably drop off the money just in case. There is a step or process to Wilderness, and it is kind of silly how I beat it typically, but here it is. Wait, I did make sure to empty out this thing, didn't I? Yes, okay. So the problem with Wilderness is that you're expected to sneak around various armored cars that are equipped with that. I'm gonna wait till he leaves and then I will go. Hi Oasis, is this game you showed some footage of? Yes, some of it. I might do a second stream or something at some point, because I am having a lot of fun with this. Made it through there. Avoid the exploding barrels. Kill that guy. We're in business. But yeah, getting through this the first time was a pain because you are expected to have the basic suit when you do this. So the way I went about it was I would use the van, obviously, for transport, although you might be able to use a forklift. Oh, shit. That's our shot to get in there now. I would be very dead if I tried this with the starting suit, so... The police sedan is still considered a police vehicle, so you technically... Ooh, we've got a lot of grenades. We've got this bad boy, which is a very fun weapon. Do we have... And we have grenade launcher weaponry. This thing takes steel ball ammo. So we have regular good old-fashioned hand grenades. I'll probably use those to kill the thing. Could potentially use the Gallop, too. Or this thing. Let's see what this thing takes. It takes ball ammo. I think it's supposed to be some sort of railgun sort of weapon, so... 357. An FNFAL, basically. This thing, which is an auto shotgun. This thing goes in. Okay, I'm going to take one of those armored cars. You can take them damaged and it'll still work. There's a method to my madness. So, how much do I... Ah, he's stuck. This is going to make this easy. It actually got him to leave at a half-health armored car. Awesome. And the reason why that's especially awesome... Look at the ammo capacity. 200 weight ammo capacity on this bad boy. And we have 22s. Admittedly, it's only 22s, but with this rate of fire, it doesn't really matter. Now, we can only take lightweight stuff. Yes, come running over this way. Oh, or not. Okay, so the plan is I load this bad boy up with as much ammo as I can. Well, actually, mainly... Okay, and then with this... Remember, we have a ridiculous amount of ammo that we can store. So, just do this. And then these bad boys should be much easier to pick up. Some mortar ammo. And there's going to be another crate like this up further ahead, so I'll take that too. But yeah, we're going to be rolling in weapons and ammo by the end of this mission. Now, typically, it would give us something like a... There. Normally, it would give us something like a law or RPG of some sort, or a grenade launcher to potentially kill these guys. But since it didn't, and just gave us the energy weapon, that's still perfectly useful. And these vehicles do have armor that differs depending on where they get hit. So, you do more damage hitting them in the rear, basically. We got really lucky with this one because we did so much damage so quickly that it instantly caused the pilot to bail out. He's got a 20, he's got a 50 cal, he's got to go. Okay, he's dead. Another 50 cal. Gonna be another armored car up ahead, but we kill him and we'll be in business. Okay. I'm gonna fit both of these in. Not enough room, huh? Let's see what I can drop to actually make enough room. Let's see, what do I could probably drop that. That would give me a little bit. Could put some of these in there. And that will make me more room. There we go. There. Room. And that gets to go in there. Actually, hold on. Some of these guys had 50 cal ammo. This guy did. And another one did over here somewhere. Well, it's 357, so... There we go. That should give us maybe 40 rounds of 50 BMG. That should be very, very useful. Load these. Oh, look, it's the other armored car. And oh, look, I have more ball ammo I can spend at it. And he bailed. Alright. He can run along. I can take this. What do we have? Ooh! Okay. So we got grenade launcher. We got a couple of lulls. We got this bad boy again. Okay, this I'm dropping. I'm taking this. Actually, it would save me slightly more room to do this. Drop this. This. This is only 3. Alright. Time to drop all of our ammo. This thing is basically a shotgun and a laser shotgun and or a railgun shotgun of some sort, and it's really useful too. Goodbye. Said Vodka, you see, Ivan, nothing if you loot bullets from enemy. My name is Heavy Brigador. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Alright. I will actually first start by dropping as much ammo into this as I can. Be nice if I wouldn't do that, but oh well. There. Now, I could get rid of this, and that would give me enough to actually pick up one of those. Put that in. That gives me enough for another one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now to pick up the ammo. Okay. And boom, 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 boom. So what can I fit left in this bad boy here, I wonder? So the APC's got... I could drop one of these, and that would give me a little bit more room. I don't know. I think I could probably... If I moved a grenade over here, I could drop both of these in that. Turns that into 10 space. That would give me enough for... If I had just... Well, I could get this. Easy. I could get that. Both of these are good guns. Let's actually see what the weapon sling looks like right now. I can fit 2 more things in there. I mean, I've got a decent number of these. I could probably drop a few of them. Turns it into that. That. Let's see, and then I can make a little bit more room by moving something over. Let's go with this thing. There we go. And I'll pick this bad boy back up. We'll just take the APC. And happy now that we've got a shit ton of ammo that we can play with. Though, admittedly, if I find a forklift around here, I could just take the whole thing. And that would be it for us. But that's where the suit would actually be hid, too, if we wanted to complete the mission. Props again. There we go. You need multiplayer or slave AI vehicles carry your goblin loot. Yeah, this game does not have multiplayer, sadly. But that's okay. We almost maxed out the ammo because there was just so much to loot. Okay, I think we might be in position to do maybe 1 or so more missions. If you wanted to manually scrap the vehicle too, you can do that, and I might as well show that off. And the amount of salvage you get, of course, depends on the condition of the vehicle. So this will give us a new chassis, a large engine, 3 large wheels, plenty of armor and parts. And you can upgrade the vehicles too, you find. Like this one's an up-armored variant that I managed to build. So just equip this again, then equip this to regain our health for the suit here without using this. And an assassination mission. Let's actually use our vehicle for this. Since I already have this bad boy. Now this thing is using 7.62. And it's not particularly accurate. Eminently. and the recoil doesn't really help. But if we can do this mission easily enough, if we get a beat on the guys that we were supposed to kill, this mission is going to be very... And you can't use the gun while in the sprint mode, but that's okay, because we can just do this. Goodbye. Did this guy actually have any money on him? A lot. Not too much. Well, there's more money you can find around in some areas, but... yeah. Laws, a lot of them. RPG, Auto Frank. The Frank here, which uses alloy. I don't know what this thing is supposed to do, but thermobaric grenades, yes! Okay. Okay, I'm going to show these off because these are so fun to use. Somebody mentioned war crimes. Oh, how are we going to have some war crimes today? Now these guys might have actually heard the explosion and start running away. If they did... oh, this guy did not, so he is fucked. Okay, one of them might have, though, and that's why we got that, but... Willie Pete Time War Crimes glorious. Oh, looky there. Alright, give me your weapons. Oh, that was so... alright. An easy enough little mission. We're already at capacity. You know what? I'm fine. I got so many of these guys, it does not matter anymore. Ooh, what's this over there? Ah, engines and components. Okay. Well, consider this game spiritual successor to Pandemic Studios' Mercenaries, but in space. I'm kind of in a similar boat, though. For me, the comparison has got to be the old school Strike games. The isometric point of view, the... got some RPG ammo there. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to take out the 7.62 ammo. Alright, let's just put on a few for this bad boy. There, that should be enough for basically 1,000 rounds of ammo, more or less, or just shy of it. Or actually, no, it'll be just a little over. Not by much, but that's definitely a good amount for that vehicle to use. What's next? So this is going to be a boss battle mission, and this is probably, after I finish this, is where I'll probably call the stream. Now, this is one of the two ways to get the drone suit there, that little spacer thing with the shields. The other one is this one, and they both produce a boss battle at the end. So I've only tried, had to go through this one once. So we'll see how it goes this time. Hello. So he's going to be a sniper guy with a 50 cal. Okay, they're dropping the shitty handlebar SMGs, but they're still usable. It's just they're not as good. Okay, that guy's got something. Probably an Oberez. That guy looked like he had an AR. This guy might have... Yeah, this guy has a shotgun, and a pretty beefy one at that. Okay. I'll equip the AR and the shotgun. I'm going to keep the AR's ammo a little bit because I'm going to be dealing with suits that are going to be nasty to deal with. What does this guy got? Okay, they did do a decent amount of damage, but not quite enough. This guy has a silenced SMG. I'm taking that and placing that. It's also in 45, so it's a good reason to pick that up. Now, is there anything? Ooh. There's a dude here. Yoink. Alright. Boss battle may mean Ace eating dirt, though. Yeah, it's a possibility. You're going to have a couple of cinder block suits with the guy in the drum and armor, so that's a potential problem. 45 ACP again. Don't mind if I do. The other reason to pick it up, the 45, is it's way more accurate than the SMG I'm currently using, so it's kind of a big advantage. Not really a whole lot of ammo for the shotgun, though, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm sure we'll find some more as we continue through the level. Oh, some crates. Let's see what these bad boys have. Some guns that I really, really want. And some ammo I really, really want. God. Okay. Alright. First off, let's see. I could probably... No. Alright, so I think the play is going to be... I'm going to drop this. Let's see. What can I mount that actually has... I can mount this bad boy. And then I can store that in there. And that's a lot of 50 BMG ammo. I don't have a whole lot of 358 stuff, so what I'll use is the 7.62. I actually split that in half, and then I'll use more 7.62. Alright, let's see. Is there any other things I can get? I can do that. Split it up again. Get the rest of this. And then some of this. Might have enough room for a couple more 50 BMG. Yes, there we go. We actually found some 6-gauge for the shotgun. Too bad I'm not using it, but you know. Okay, this is more heavier anyway, so I will place it. No, it's too large for the mount. Damn. Oh well. If these guys, either of these guys had anything other than a handlebar, that would have been awesome, but I guess not. Oh. Oh shit, this is a problem. That's a cinder block there. Time to use some of those bandages. So what did he have? One of those jackhammer guns. Okay. You know, it's useful, but... Or the drummer gun, so... Screw it. I have plenty of these, and these things are rare enough that I might as well pick up one. And hell, it's so heavy I can actually swap one of these other guns for it. Would actually save me weight, so I could even pick up one of these bad boys again. Okay, now with that sorted, we do want to have more ammo than this, though, if we're going to use this bad boy. Now this thing here is an elevator. We could use it to... Ooh, a van. I'll just use this. The big advantage of these someone's firing a grenade launcher at me. That ain't good at all. Oh, he shot his own buddy. Okay. Now we're in business. You mean I can't place it in there? Okay, fine. Now, the good news about this bad boy is the carry capacity on these vans, and you can fit another... You can fit a small crate on, which is loaded with ammo, like this bad boy. Now, let's see what we've got in terms of ammo that we can drop off. Let's see. Boom. Yep, the 50 BMG can go in there. And then... I mean, we don't have the ammo for it right now, in any case, so it makes the most sense. There's the 40 Mike. There we are. So I might actually pick up the 40 Mike and use it over this. I could still, though, go with the shotgun. See what the little crate here has. Does it have any shotgun shells? It does not, but it doesn't really matter when it's got that much going on. All right. So yeah, between the forklift and this, unless I found a large crate, it'd make more sense to just use this. But now we're at nearing the exit, which means we can... This. Well, Ace found a very funny explosive, shall we say? Yes. Wonder if you could take out an ultra class mech and a small power arm in this game. You probably could. It's just a matter of... So far I haven't seen anything of the really, really heavy mechs that you see in Brigador. And or tanks either. I haven't really seen a Leviathan so far in this. I imagine the Leviathan is going to be absolutely awe-inspiring, though, to witness up close in this, so... Okay. What's the ammo situation looking like? So the first thing I'm going to do is kill the dudes over here. Can I actually get some ammo that will be very useful for me? I have that. I have 45 ACP as well, so that is going to be the other option to really go with. And then I technically have the 40 mic, so... Definitely some choices there. Actually drop the crate and see what we got in here. Anything that I can really make use of. I could use a lot more of the 40 mic, especially if I equip it there. Alright. So there's the first of the power suits that we have to fight. Shit. Okay, did these guys have anything other than parts? No. But I can at least pick up the parts and drop them in as storage. This will be even a faster way to do that. Okay, there's going to be at least the guy in the 50 with the 50 cal, so I need to be full health when I deal with him. Yep, there he is. Now, he does have a weakness since he is a Droman armor, and that is melee damage. And I happen to be wearing a suit that does a lot of melee damage. So if I can get close to him, he is fucked. Like right here. There. I actually insta-killed him because of that damage. So there we go. 50 BMG. There's probably another power armor suit around here somewhere. I'll kill him too, but... Yes, there is. And he's right over there. And I have a shit ton of 50 BMG ammo and a means to actually use it. So... the fun can really begin. Okay, this guy is so dead. And there's another little ammo crate, which I'm sure we can make use of once we get over there. So, yeah. We did absolutely manhandle that fight, but Rock'em Sock'em Power Armor, yeah, but that's all. But the ammo was starting to get a little bit loopy for the good guns there, so. And those things do hit like a truck, so we have to be careful. But here we go. Lots of really good ammo there, including some stuff I've been needing. Oh, a 20 mil! Yeah! We got ourselves a 20 mil, boys. We are so back. Okay. I don't even think we have any ammo for the 20 mil here, but that's fine. We already basically did everything anyways, so all we have to do is load up and do the usual. Some RPGs. We actually maxed out the capacity for that. So, time to get that. These high cells are pretty expensive in terms of weight, but if you can collect a lot of them... Okay, we're in business. All we have to do, pick up this crate here, and it should be the right one. Yeah, it's definitely the right one. We're go. GS Wolfwood sent me 5 gift memberships. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. You get close to most things there, fuck days. Some more fuck than others. But yeah, showering memberships. Yep. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough whenever you guys do the memberships thing or send super chats. So that is a big deal for the channel. So thank you so much for that, man. So yeah, we've gotten ourselves so much ammo out of that fight. So many good weapons. And even the crappier weapons so far are showing a lot of... There we are. Did I actually... I forgot to drop those actually where they belong, so we'll just do that. And that is perfect for us. I think we're in an excellent position to go ahead and call it. Let me just get this opened up. So yeah, I'll scrap the parts here. And we did ourselves a boss fight, so... Yeah, what's after that anyways? So the causeway here, the merchant mission of sorts. So I could probably show that next stream or something. But yeah, we are at the perfect stopping point, I think, because we're basically halfway through this. And yeah, awesome. Alright, so yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you have enjoyed watching me play some Brigador Killers as much as I've enjoyed playing it. And I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Great. Ace out.